Hi everyone, I'm back. I'm so sorry if I haven't posted in a little while. I know I said I was going to be posting dailies. If you're new, welcome. These are meant to be daily readings, posted anytime between 12 and 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, though I do recommend to click the bell notification button down below so that you are notified if I do post it at another time or when I do post it. However, I haven't been able to post in a couple of days. And I do apologize about that, but I'm going to be honest, for those of you that are new, I always like to introduce myself a little bit and my style of reading. Otherwise, so that you understand my process. I'm a medium. I've been a medium since I was born. What that means is I'm a no tools reader by nature. My main ability is to connect to the other side as a channel, right? Which is a conversation between me and other realms, me, the spirit realm, those on the other side. In particular, I'm connected to the angelic realm, and they make themselves known on this channel. So I'm not particularly a tarot reader. I always emphasize that. I read tarot, meaning you're going to hear me channel. How much I channel really depends. Mediumship is an experience of an energetic takeover. They take over. They do what they want. I have to be obedient. And it's beautiful because the reason they have me channel is because when I do pull tarot cards and oracle cards, etc., they confirm the messages that they're sharing with you so that you can feel confident. Nonetheless, I haven't been able to post for a couple of days because the planetary events right now, I'm telling you, they're, for me in particular, I encourage everybody to really just invest at least once to find a professional astrologer that can really, fully, in detail, analyze your chart, because it's ridiculous how much everything... I'm already channeling, by the way, even though it sounds like an intro. Remember, they already took over. So anything that I say, by the way, remember, it's an intuitive exercise. Every reading on this channel, besides being timeless, it's always going to be different because it's not me. It's the angelic realm. So you never know what you're going to get. Every reading is going to be a different style, different mood. It's really what they want to say. And even if I'm talking about myself, remember, they don't speak English, right? Angels. You might hear me spit out the names of cards, talk about astrology, talk about myself. When they have me express things that have to do with me, it's because they're sharing a message for you guys through my experience. So your job, they're saying, always, is to watch these readings with the perspective of, from the beginning, having your mind open to pick up on synchronicities, right? It's like an intuitive exercise. In the things that I say and the things that I see, even if I don't say it, pick up on things that resonates with you so that you will notice signs, pick up on the signs that they're talking to you. Anyway, I encourage you guys to at least once invest. It's really ridiculous. Your entire life is written in your natal chart. Okay? And I've had it. I'm actually in astrology school right now. I haven't really shared that with a lot of people. I'm almost done. I'm really excited. But astrology is there is so much to it that even with astrology school and even with getting your astrological natal chart analyzed, there's still more to it. There's always another layer to uncover. Truly. I didn't realize until recently how important this period right this second is for me, according to my natal chart. Like, everything that's happened my entire life since I was born was meant to bring me to this moment right now. And it's sometimes that, again, take this message if it applies to you. Sometimes that comes with overwhelming intensity. So if you're feeling overwhelming energies sometimes, or you feel like you're floating in outer space and you need to go out in nature to come back to earth, you don't know what the hell's going on, breakthroughs left and right, that is because nobody is exempt from the energies of the planets and the planetary transits. Again, I'm channeling. They want you to know that. So even if you don't have the conscious, meaning mental, with your mind, awareness of what's in your chart, you are still living the process of the energies that's written for you in your chart. Do you understand? So they want to emphasize right now, because the alignments, the planetary alignments that we're having with this new moon in Aquarius on the 11th, they're very special, very powerful, and very rare. okay? So everybody's going to be feeling the energy very intensely right now, regardless. But your natal chart also depends on like where, why, what direction it's taking you and why things are happening, right? So everyone's feeling heavy energy, but it'll specify what areas of your life are being transformed right now, like what you're meant to learn. I kid you not, I didn't realize until like yesterday, I just started looking at my chart and literally, I can't put it into words, okay? Like, I can't. I just cannot. It's just like it's just, I can't even. It's a lot, all right? But it's a very life-changing moment, basically. And so I don't know if they had me go on and on about that and not really touch so much on the actual new moon in Aquarius, it's because maybe they're pushing you guys to look into that, okay? But it's also the message of wanting you guys to know that there is a need right now for discernment. Again, I'm channeling discernment. Aquarius has a lot to do with discernment. Aquarius is about personal freedom, right? The need to be free, to flow. Aquarius is about being of service to others. Aquarius is all about the absence of fear, because that's all that love is, okay? Right? Your ego, things that your mind rule, that's fear. The thing is that when you have fear anywhere, even if you're not aware of it, you cannot have love even if you think you do, okay? You're not really personally free. You can be married to someone, have 5 kids, and think you're like super in love, but you cannot truly feel the true energy of true love if you have something that if your ego is still ruling, if you're still doing things to get an outcome, if you're still in that like with a fixed mentality, you don't have this personal freedom, this open-mindedness. I'm telling you. Even if you're not aware that you're afraid of something, when you have like a dogmatic way of thinking, you're fearing something, right? Whether it's like an obsession with having to go down this career path, that's because you fear not making it, right? If you can express yourself well, it's because you fear either connecting with someone, or you fear your own emotions or other people's emotions, etc. List goes on. That's what Aquarius is. So if you're feeling that energy, like, it could be overwhelming, because it could be that you've lived your entire life, again, maybe with some kind of fear in some area of your life. But I will tell you right now, with this Aquarian energy, whatever the hell it is becoming aware, and it's being brought to your awareness in a very sudden and shocking way. And that has a lot to do with Saturn being square Uranus at 0 degrees. Okay, Uranus is all about freaking sudden shocks and changes. And Saturn is all about karma and doing the right thing and learning your lessons. Okay, so they didn't really want me to go too much in astrology, but I am. Here we go. It's part of what every reading is going to be different. This is what they want you to know. So all of this was a divine plan, right? And this, again, this is a very tiny piece of the whole puzzle. I'm telling you, it sounds like the messages that I'm giving you right now in astrology is a lot, but it's so much more. I cannot even begin to explain what my chart says. Okay, but nonetheless, so this new moon in Aquarius is pushing us to have personal freedom, to really release fear, and to go after things that we love. We have Venus conjunct Jupiter at 0 degrees too, which is all about good luck. But on the 11th, Venus is going conjunct Jupiter at 0 degrees. That like never happens. So that's on the 11th. The 11th is supposed to be, and will be, you will feel it, the most romantic day of the entire year is going to be the 11th because of that. You're going to have a lot of breakthroughs, all right? But on the 17th, even though you're already feeling it, Saturn square Uranus comes to like kind of screw shit up, all right? Because Saturn is all about your karma, and Uranus is about like sudden, unexpected change. So this is what's going to happen, all right? The new moon in Aquarius is here to push you to be free, to have freedom within yourself, to let go of past attachments, breaking free from things that have held you back in the past, okay? Accepting your truth and who you really are, okay? Having faith and trust in who you are and being able to acknowledge and see how unique you are and allowing that to blossom, right? Venus conjunct Jupiter on the 11th, the same day as that new moon at 0 freaking degrees. That means that it's exact. That's why it's like super strong and never happens. Aids that process because Venus is all about love, okay? Venus rules Taurus and Libra. I'm a Libra. And it's conjunct Jupiter, which is all about luck. My Jupiter in my natal chart is in retrograde, by the way. And so is my Mercury in retrograde. So that's just a tiny bit of why this is a lot for me. So Venus conjunct Jupiter with the Aquarius energy brings breakthroughs, karmic payout. Like your gift is here, especially in regards to love. But remember, there's no such thing as dark without light. So Saturn comes with Uranus. It climaxes on the 17th, even though you're already feeling the energies. And it brings tension, frustration, sudden and unexpected change. And it can bring changes that you don't technically want, right? So, and it can make it harder for you to make changes that you wanted. So it's like the personal freedom versus restriction, right? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So this is kind of like the divine's way of like, ha, 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 ha. This moment was kind of like a plan. Meaning, Saturn is all about your karmic lessons and bringing order to your life. Everything has a shadow side. Too much Saturn energy can be very strict and very, everything that I just said, like being unable to embody that Aquarius energy of just like being free. The thing about Aquarius is Aquarius is about the absence of fear, the absence of your ego. It's about accepting who you truly are. It's about being comfortable with accepting a risk. It's about really, truly being able to discern between your mind and your soul, right? Bringing your soul, being able to bring the truth of your soul into your mind without the ego. And being okay with not knowing where you're going. That's a hard one, right? Because any kind of past attachment that you had that kept you in a particular way of being or in situations or life path, it's because of things that you've clinged on to, right? Your programming or past relationships, whatever, your thought patterns. So now Aquarius is here is like how now I'm exposing who you really are, what your soul feels. So you can't ignore what your soul is telling you right now if you wanted to. That's why they're mentioning the energy of discernment. You can't ignore what your soul is being brought to your face, right? But that's where the discernment comes, because now you have to kind of, whether it's unconscious, choose personal freedom. Like, personal freedom means trusting that your soul is your truth, right? Can you discern that that's your truth as opposed to your past attachments? So all of this was a divine plan, especially with the Saturn square Uranus, because Uranus is going to bring like a sudden shock. So it's kind of like if you have a breakthrough that's going to bring you love and good luck. And it's a big energy for reconciling with people and falling in love, being in love, recognizing love, reconciling or meeting the love of your life. Like that is this energy straight up. And Aquarius is all about personal freedom and trusting your choice, your truth. But Saturn is about order and karma and all your karmic lessons. And Uranus is about sudden shock. So it's kind of the energy of you could be having like a revelation or something that you don't expect. Whatever change is happening, or let's say if it's someone that comes back into your life, that it hits you out of nowhere, right? Or it could be about career. Like your soul is calling you to do something, but you never thought in a million years that you could feel comfortable going after it because your ego says that that's, again, fear. It's the fear. Like you need to control that because that doesn't make sense for me to be 45 and start school now again. You know what I'm saying? So Uranus brings that shock of your soul's truth. Okay? And Saturn's all about karma and order and your lessons. And Aquarius is about having the courage to be yourself. Uranus is the awakener. So it gives you sudden shock. Right? So right now we're in a place, a path of, and it's your choice, because that's the thing, guys, is that we have free will. Now I understand, because I didn't look into the astrology until like 2 days ago, and I've been posting readings, because again, you are aware of the energy, whether or not in your brain you are aware of it consciously. So before I even started looking into the astrology, I was already channeling the astrology, and it was all this message. That Wheel of Fortune card, which is ruled by Saturn. But they kept emphasizing, you have free will, you have free will. You're supposed to have the biggest relationship of your life. You're supposed to have the biggest breakthrough in career, but it's your choice, but it's the other person's choice. They kept emphasizing that, and this is why. Because Aquarius is here to give you courage to be yourself, which is your soul's truth, so you can have freedom. Uranus is here to give you sudden shocks, is the awakener, bringing to your attentions things that have held you back, your past attachments, not only your past attachments and things that you were not consciously even acknowledging about yourself that were holding back, but people that have been holding you back, people that don't have your best interest in mind, all coming, to the forefront. Anything, everything, but it's shocking. It's almost like it's a breakthrough. It's like literally, it's like the energy of you living your whole life thinking that you were good, that you had it all in order. Saturn, that's that Saturn energy. And then Uranus comes like, motherfucker, no, you didn't. You didn't look in the mirror. You thought you did. Oh, you're so smart. Oh, you're so wise. You're so spiritually awakened. Well, I'm Uranus. I'm bigger than you. Boom. And it's like a shock. Because whatever it is, it's meant to awaken you to your soul's truth. So now you have Aquarius and Saturn. Aquarius is like, are you going to have the courage to like go into the unknown, which is going to lead you to your ultimate happiness? It's what's meant to happen. Or are you going to hold on to the dark side of Saturn, which is like having things have to be in the order that you planned, right? That's where the tension, the Saturn square Uranus, it's the tension and frustration due to the sudden and unexpected change, okay? Because the changes and the sudden awakening that you have because of Uranus, right, might be things that you did not want or you weren't ready for, right? Or like things that you don't know how to fit into the life that you with your brain have mapped out, right? But it also gives you the energy to make it harder to like push it out the door. Does that make sense? So something is going to shock you that goes against, that doesn't fit into the life that you've mapped out in your little box, in your little bubble. But the energy also makes it more difficult for you to ignore it. Because Aquarius is here like, no, this is your soul. This is your soul. Okay? And Saturn's here because it's a karmic lesson. Like, ha ha ha, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? This is all planned. I brought you here so you can have tension. Right? Because you have free will though. Right? Are you going to use this energy and focus on the fact that I'm giving you a gift? With this Venus conjunct Jupiter. Jupiter's the luckiest planet on Earth. Venus is all love. It's 0 degrees, you guys. So whatever it is that is being presented to you right now was mapped in your natal charts. It is for you your whole life. It could be in any area. But Venus is all about, remember, Venus is about love, relationships, right? It's also about beauty. It's also about finances and luxury. So it touches all areas. It's your karmic payout. So your karmic payout is here now. But the thing is that karmic payout doesn't match that freaking, your plan. All right. So Saturn's here. Like, what are you going to do? You're going to learn this karmic lesson? What are you going to do? Are you going to fight your soul's truth? Or are you going to have the courage to go after what your soul wants, even if it doesn't match? Even if it's uncomfortable. if you choose to remain in the same energy, right, of like things being mapped out, like I have to go to, this is the job I have, and this is my routine, and I'm only going to be in this kind of relationship, and I never want this kind of person. It's the energy of like everything you had mapped out, whatever's being presented to you is completely, it's like a person you never expected you would be with, a kind of relationship you always said you would never have, a sacrifice that you told yourself you would never make. You understand? That's what it is. Going against that feels very uncomfortable, but going towards it feels even more uncomfortable because the fear of the unknown is uncomfortable. So there, again, they have, I wasn't going to post astrology, but it's an energetic takeover. That's what they wanted me to talk about. Because they really want to emphasize to you that if you go towards the route of controlling your entire life, you're going to choose to be in the energy of fear, whether you realize it or not. You think that by having this little boxed mentality and that things that, you know, that don't fit in can't come in, you don't realize that that's control is fear, and fear is the absence of love. So there's a need to have discernment on what's your soul's truth and what's not. And because of the Venus-Jupiter conjunction, there's this, and the Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde has a lot to do with people from the past returning, etc. I'm telling you, if you saw my natal chart, you would drop dead. You don't even know. You don't even know. It's like, oh my God, the things in my life that are happening right now. I look at that chart and I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, it's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. All right. So there's a need to just go, allow yourself to go with the flow, just like Aquarius. But it's your choice. That's where discernment comes in, because there's a process of you even being able to recognize what's your soul and what's not. Because we just came through a process where society took that from us. A lot of people can't recognize that. So the divine's here, like, do you really trust me? Do you trust that everything's divinely orchestrated? Do you trust that karma is real? Do you trust that there's a divine plan? Because if you do, that means you trust in love. And if you trust in love, I'm going to give you all the love in the world. But you got to prove it to me that you trust it. If you're going to control things and live in a very linear fashion, you're not accepting me. So I can only give you a little bit of what you deserve. Now, all the readings that I've done up to this point right now make complete sense, don't it? And I did not map this out before that. Okay? Career and love. Those are the two areas. And I kept emphasizing that. All about Venus. Okay? And just to give another example. Okay, maybe this is, every reading's going to be different. Maybe this is what they wanted to touch about. Because remember, every reading, I'll pull some cards. Every reading, it's either they want to put you, anything that they want to share. But I think this is, they want me to post one of my, if you're new, my usual readings are like 2 hours long. They're very detailed. They've been postponing me from posting that. And I think it has a lot to do with they want these energies to come to the forefront so that when they give you the little details, they want you to be in a particular mindset. But they had me do multiple readings to get to this point because they can't just throw it all at you. You wouldn't be able to process it. Does that make sense? They want you to be at a certain vibration before you hear like more details. Okay? They want you to know this right now. This is what they're having me share. I can't say no to them. I'm obedient. It's the most important right now. Okay? And just to give one more example, I feel like I said enough, but they, for whatever reason, they're saying give like something more like down to earth. They're telling me that whatever it is that's coming, shocking into your life, you manifested it, whether you know it or not. Magician card, Wheel of Fortune. That's what they're telling me. Manifesting is real. Your thoughts create your reality. Right? Whether conscious or unconscious, doesn't matter. Your subconscious thoughts, your moon energy, means things you're not aware of, actually manifest your life more than your conscious thoughts. That's the crazy part. So this is the energy of you, like, your whole life being like, I wish I could just, like, get on a plane and move to Thailand. I've always loved Thailand. Like, shit, if I can just get on a plane and go to Thailand right now, I want to. But, you know, you're living your life, you're going to college, you're starting a career, like, you actually, like, you keep saying that because you feel it in your soul somehow, but you're like, that's not going to happen. That doesn't fit with my controlled plan. Like that doesn't make logical sense, right? But you've been saying this out loud for like 25 years. That's manifesting. So now it's like your karmic return. Saturn's here, like, it's like the Saturn here saying, knock, knock, knock. You just got offered a job for you to go to Thailand and move to Thailand out of fucking nowhere. But you already like moved to a house in this particular state, this particular city. You were about to settle down with this particular woman or man. You had a plan on like building your nice little house with your fence. And now it's like, what the hell? Like, I actually have an opportunity to go to Thailand right now. So that's what it is. It's like the energy of like, oh my God, I've been asking my soul for this my whole life. Like this, I've been manifesting this my whole life. And now that the divine's here giving it to me, I don't know if I fucking want it because it doesn't match my plan. There is a need to, if you really want to have the best life, ignore that thought process and be fearless. Because whatever is knocking at your door right now is yours. That's what it is. Even if it's scary. They want you to know that the truth, you know what's scarier? You think it's about your mind. You think that's scary, that 8 of Swords, being trapped in your mind. But there's nothing scarier than having one life to live and living your whole entire life not having true personal freedom and true love and true happiness. So you think it's scary to accept these things that your soul, that you manifested, that your soul calls you to, because it's the unknown, because your soul tends to be hidden from your brain. And you think it's not scary to live in your box, but it's the opposite. It's the opposite. It's scarier that we are choosing to live our one life that we live here. We are consciously choosing to live in a box because we fear anything else, because it gives us a false sense of security. If you have the courage with Aquarius to allow your soul to go after what your soul wants you to, and with Uranus, it's going to be made clear. That's the shock. It's like this has been manifesting like your whole fucking life is what they're saying. That's the energy you're getting right now. This is 0 degrees. Venus, Jupiter, 0 degrees. Saturn, Uranus, 0 degrees. That never freaking happens. This is like something you've been manifesting your whole life in your brain, whether conscious or unconscious. You might have been manifesting it your whole life, and then your life went south, and you were like, nah, I don't even know why, I'm just going to die alone. I'm never going to be married. Like, I used to, like, pray for that, but, like, look at my life. Like, that's just not even logical. So that's Saturn energy, right? And it's the energy of, like, again, 0 degrees. You've been manifesting this your whole life, and then you stop believing in yourself, and now the divine's like, here. What are you going to do? That's what they wanted to share today, guys. I don't know. I guess that's what they wanted me to do, astrology. They want me to pull 2 cards from here. I'll pull some oracles and that's it. They want me to save. Dude, it literally says, Journey by Moonlight, Believe in Magic. Which is about manifesting your journey since you were born. There's a child there. Moonlight, new moon in Aquarius. Believe in magic. Aquarius is all about believing in magic. They're all about the flow. And it's about the fact that whatever it is, I'm telling you, whatever it is that's going to be shocking to you is only shocking because it doesn't match your brain. But whatever it is, you yourself manifested it. Give me something they need to hear. That's too much. Wow. Again, you never know what you're going to get. 29 minutes, but they wanted me, that was the detailed astrology messages. Again, every reading here is going to be different, and it's whatever they want to share, and that was actually very valuable. Again, navigating by the stars. Follow your bliss. Can you make that up? And now what they're going to do right now is confirm everything that they just said. Even if they're not saying confirm this intellectually. They're not saying confirm this as in write down what I said about the planets and Google it and find another astrology video. They're going to confirm this, the angels, spiritually by confirming the messages I just shared. Not so that you can intellectualize it, but so that you can know that they're here and they're guiding you. Just to like, look at it as if you were guided here. Look at it as a blessing that they're giving you, they're bringing your soul to your consciousness a little more. They're pushing you. They are aiding you a little bit more. Quite literally just opened this for no reason. I didn't pull this card out, but it's a stepping into your power. The card's not here, but that just stood out to me, and it's the number 99, page 99. 99 is very significant. 99. Number 9 is the number right before the 10. 10 is the ultimate. It's the step before your blessing. I'm going to read it. Stepping into your power, you are strong beyond measure. Card meaning. Take back your power. Stand in your own light. Even if your burden seems heavy, it makes you stronger. If you've been standing on the sidelines to the needs of others, this card is letting you know that it's time to stand up for yourself. Oh my God, can you make that up? Personal freedom. And they did have me emphasize not just personal freedom, but breaking free from attachments to people, things, ideas, right? The challenges you faced are making you stronger. You no longer need to live your life for others. Yet, if you choose, your light can be But yet, if you choose, your light can illuminate the path for those who walk beside you. Can you make that up? Meaning whatever, there's a big love omen here, obviously, especially with the Venus. It's all around. So whoever's brought to your life right now, if you choose, your light can illuminate the path for those who walk beside you, okay? Like, you're meant to walk beside somebody. And that will also, when you're in that love energy, it's like a domino effect to everyone around you. So it's like the energy of you not being in that before, but you not realizing it consciously. The sacred traveler wants you to know the greatest power is silent and deep. I'm sorry. I have to stop taking myself out of it because I love when they confirm themselves. Because they confirm every little message. It's like when I was saying, like, that moon card, what's in the deep, deep subconscious is actually what carries the power that's been manifesting everything in your life, but you're not aware of it. It's silent and deep. The greatest power is silent and deep. It doesn't need a show of force. It just is. If you've lost or given away your authority to someone or something else, it's time to reclaim it. If you're afraid, If you're afraid of standing in your truth because you are afraid of being judged, shunned, or rejected, it's time to let go of your hesitation. If you've been carrying responsibilities for others, you're stronger for it. However, it's time to decide to either let them go or continue forward with them, but on your terms. You have a remarkable inner spiritual power that is born of sacred love, wisdom, and grace. Can you make that up? They don't want this to be a full reading, but this is the point in the reading where, number one, they're going to push you not to intellectualize this information because obviously you can go to see an astrology reading, a video, and this is all stuff that they're going to give you with bullet points. But now they're going to make themselves known, the angels, like, okay, now I'm going to confirm all the synchronicities, everything you heard. I'm going to bring it to a deeper level so you know that you're here. And now they're going to give little tiny details here and there. And they're confirming it because I did specify. I didn't have to use these particular examples. But I use an example of someone, let's say, was a very loving person their whole life, right? Or very open with their emotions. And, you know, they actually wanted to have like a beautiful family home. Like some people just have that energy, that personality. I'm like that, right? Where like you live life for love, right? And then things happen along the line, along your life. I gave that example, and you're like, you know, I'm just gonna die alone. Doesn't really matter. So you started adding structure into your life because things have to go a certain way, and you just accepted that to be your truth. And I said that with this energy, you're going to have like a shocking revelation of like past attachments and people you need to let go of that don't align with your truth, right? because it's like you've manifested whatever's happening your whole life. You forgot about it because you were afraid of standing in your truth, because you are afraid of being judged, shunned, or rejected. It's time to let go of your hesitation. So you think you've been free this whole time, but you haven't. Surrender to the journey. I'm not even going to read that. Okay, fellow travelers, let's see. Wow, such a powerful message right now. Because again, they use everything. Like this wasn't, I could have made this. They do things on purpose. I know I have the astrology information, right? But they didn't want me to start this reading saying, I'm going to talk about the new moon in Aquarius. Because they knew that if I did that, again, it's an energetic takeover. I was going to force myself with my brain to have bullet points and talk about it. They don't allow me to do that shit. They have to make it flow because they don't want that to be the main focus. They want them, the spiritual side, to be the main focus. Them, because the power of the readings is not just the information, is them showing you that they are guiding you so that you can let go. Fellow travelers, support is all around you. Card meaning, be open to support and help from others. You don't need to do it alone. Sometimes that support comes from someone you least expect. I kid you not. Did I not say that it's like the energy of someone coming into your life? Like it's like a person you never thought you would be with, or a career you never thought you would have. Uranus. Be open to support and help from others. You don't need to do it alone. Sometimes that support comes from someone you least expect. If someone offers you help, accept it. Trust that your life is guided. I'm done. Unseen spirit travelers are helping you. Know that you are so very loved in ways that you may not always directly experience. Oh my God, I can't contain myself. Know that you are so very loved in ways that you may not always directly experience. From your soul, because you're not in personal freedom. That's what's happening right now. Wow. Wow. Sharing the journey means that there is support all around you. Blessings from above are showering over your life. You are safe. Angels and the chills. Angels and spirit guides are real, and their presence is near. They're only a thought away. I kid you not. I'm like freaking shaking. I mean, obviously I connect with them every day. They're my crew, but they just emphasize that this reading, they didn't want the main focus to be the astrology. It's so that you know that they're here, that divine orchestration is real, so that you can trust your soul. Quite literally. That was the main focus. That's what they're saying. These have nothing to do. This is not an angelic deck. It just so happens this card's talking about angels. The freaking card doesn't even have an angel on it. It has a rainbow and a peacock. I can't. Angels and spirit guides are real, and their presence is near. They're only a thought away. They are messengers from the Creator, and they come with immense blessings and love. All is well. The sacred traveler wants you to know fellow travelers are guiding and supporting you, and they love you deeply and profoundly. Be still and open your heart to their messages and healing. They will come to you in soft breezes, rainbows, and feathers that seem to magically appear. Sometimes they will come in the form of a stranger with a message. These signs let you know that you're going in the right direction and that all is unfolding exactly as it should. Messengers from the Creator come with immense blessings and love. Be open to receive love from others. You are a healing, loving force for others. I'm telling you, whatever it is, whoever it is, whatever it is, it's unexpected. Okay? And I have even experienced that because I did not even realize until like recently that I spent my whole life intellectualizing my thoughts, my feelings, intellectualizing my feelings. Obviously, I'm a very deep thinker and I can give you advice and I connect to the angels. I've been writing poetry my entire life. You can't tell me I don't know feeling. But I got so used to it. It's a part of being born in Mercury Retrograde. I got so used to having to go within and connecting to emotion in that way that I didn't realize that I took all my emotion and brought it to my brain because I didn't know how to feel it with another person. Because I couldn't. I never had that. That's fucking crazy. All right? I'm just letting you know. So just the main message they had in the beginning was pay attention to signs. Either this entire reading is a sign, things I'm saying is a sign. If you're brought here, it's no accident. Anything. They're going to be sending you signs left and right. Navigating by the stars. Let's see. This new setup, it's not new. I'm not home. I'm sorry if I sound far away. I'm stretching. It's so uncomfortable. You could only see the table, but I'm like dying. Because I didn't expect to be here. Hold on. I had to be here. Navigating by the stars. Number 81. 8 plus 1 breaks down to a 9. Again, confirming. 999. Follow your bliss. Card meaning. Oh my God, you cannot. Trust your gut. Have faith that a higher power is directing your life. Guys, I kid you not. All these cards, they're not all related. It sounds like they're all about the same shit. It's not. It's just this. Trust your gut. Have faith that a higher power is directing your life. Believe. Allow your life decisions to be dictated by what opens your heart and by what brings you joy. Relax. Be patient. Follow your bliss. Your life is divinely guided. All is going according to a wonderful plan for your life. Be confident that all is well. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know. Sometimes you can't see the... I fucking can't. I'm sorry. I gotta stop pausing. It's just that... Are you feeling this energy? You can't make this up. This is for everyone, but this is like... They're very direct right now. So if you feel like the angels are literally coming down from the sky, it's almost... it's the energy of them coming down. Whoever's watching, taking your face, like... Do you hear me? Sometimes you can't see the road ahead, but when you become still, you can feel the right way to go. It's like navigating by the stars. You might not be able to see every detail of the path for your life. But when you trust the light of the stars, your silent spirit guardians, and the joy of your guiding North Star to navigate in the darkness, in the morning light, you find yourself at the right place at the right time. The next page I'm not going to reading quite literally says overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. Oh my God, I can't even go. There's nothing to analyze, honey. They're just confirming. It's really touching. I'm not going to lie. It really is. You want to know what's crazy? I never read, obviously I can't read this whole book. It says, I was talking about how my natal chart like shocked me recently. It's I'm not going to go into that, but this is a big point in my whole life. Like if anything, this is the most important part of my entire lifetime, according to my natal chart. And I'm noticing that. It says here, you might not be able to see every detail of the path for your life, but when you trust the light of the stars, your silent spirit guardians, and the joy of your guiding North Star to navigate in the darkness. The North Star is your truth. It's the North Node in your chart, right? I just realized today that my North Node, I have the North Node, which is in my North Star. My North Node is in the 3rd house. And the 3rd house focuses on how to connect with others. Like how to be able to. I have Aquarius and the North Node in my 3rd house. And the 3rd house is ruled by Mercury. And my Mercury in my natal chart is in retrograde. In Scorpio, which is about transformation. That's just a little dash of what I'm talking about, I'm experiencing right now. But holy shit. Again, that's what they mean by pick up on the little synchronicities. Because that little North Star comment right there, sometimes they talk to me too. All right. So this was a lot. Beautiful. I mean, let's just pull a couple more oracle cards, things that you need to know. That's how you know. Because you could have said, oh my God, look. You could have said, like, wow. I could have said, oh, that card was in the bottom. I knew that it was, right? Like I put it there. After I was talking about the moon. You saw how I shuffled and I just picked it up and it was there again. Journey by moonlight. Believe in magic. Voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. Both ways. Are you able to give and receive love? Get out of your box. Faraway places. Get ready for new horizons. That might quite literally... Okay, hold up. That might quite literally be for someone. Because I just had a random channeled message about Thailand. And there are Asian characters right there, honey. An Asian place that quite literally could be Thailand. And it says, get ready for new horizons, faraway places. That's for somebody. So either somebody's going to move overseas, you're going to have an opportunity overseas, or this is or someone's taking a vacation. But can you, holy shit, they confirm everything. It's crazy. God. What deck am I going to pick from right now? I'm going to take from the Moonology. I mean, might as well. I'm talking about the moon so much. Hold on. I'm sorry. I wasn't ready. Okay. How many? I'm going to pull 4. Something flip or not flip? Yeah. Balsamic moon. A time for healing. Yeah. Because you know what happens? And I'm experiencing that too. Right? It's very shocking. When these kind of astrological events happen, right? Whatever, everything that they're expressing right now. And you get like a sudden shock like that. That correlates with your soul, but not your plan or your path. That's when you realize that you have things to heal. You're not aware of that before. For you to even be able to transition, if you understand what I'm saying, there's healing needed. In order for you to even have personal freedom and break free from past people, past attachments, there's healing needed. You're being guided though. It's fine. It's fine. Believe in the impossible. Blue moon. Oh my God. I'm telling you, again, it all correlates. It doesn't matter if I'm talking about astrology, I'm channeling, if I'm using tarot, because I've been channeling this message, I've been channeling this energy for a month now without even knowing the astrology. But it doesn't matter. That's what they're showing you, is that energy, your soul is your energy. It's real. Believe in the impossible. They're guiding you. Quite literally, blue moon. Once in a blue moon. Whatever you're experiencing right now, whoever's coming into your life, happens once in a blue moon. It was supposed to happen. This was written for you. You gotta, they're pushing you to believe in the impossible. You think it's impossible because it doesn't fit your plan. If you allow yourself to heal and realize that there's fear in that plan, the path that you had, believe in the impossible, you're gonna be guided towards something very big. That's quite clear, right? You know, it's like the energy of like falling in love, especially with Venus, like going on a vacation to Paris. I went to Paris when I was younger. I've been like, I don't know. I keep being urged to like revisit France. I've been like for years now. Like I'm like dying to fucking go to France. Anyway, it's like going on a vacation in France and randomly meeting somebody at like freaking at a restaurant. And then you go home, and for the past 2 years, you guys like kept in contact and you developed a very strong bond with this person. But being in a long distance relationship with someone that's completely on the other side of the planet goes against everything that you had lined up for your life. All your morals, all your values. You might have like kids and a dog. So like the thought of even having to move to another country with a child sounds fucking ridiculous. This is the energy. And that's not an exaggeration. This is not small scale energy. This is big scale energy. This is Venus, Jupiter conjunct at 0 degrees, Saturn, Uranus square 0 degrees. This is big time energy. Like the example I just gave you is a perfect example of this big time energy. It's shit like that. There's a need to not allow it's hard because we were not wired that way. We are wired. We are transitioning from the Capricornian age, Capricorn, which is all about like structure, you know, money or whatever, to like Aquarian, which is like go with the flow. You only have one life to live, and it's not to put yourself in a box. I mean, that's what they're saying. Oh, that said luck is on your side, but I'm not done. Oh my God. Be bold and make the first move. Be bold and make the first move. You got to go after it. That's a message to you. So if this is about love, you and another person, this is to whoever's hearing this. Cardinal moon. So it could be a cardinal sign if it's in regards to love, because this is a blue moon, balsamic moon. Doesn't really touch on the signs, right? Cardinal moons. Cardinal signs is Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, Aries. Those are the cardinal signs. One more. Told you. So this could literally, oh my God, I'm in shock. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. Did I not just say that we are transitioning from, again, according to astrology, the age of a Capricornian age, which is about money and structure and ego. The Capricorn is quite literally the devil card in the tarot, which is like, it could even be your toxicity, all the stuff on earth that holds you back. We are transitioning from Capricorn to Aquarius, which is about healing and believing in the impossible. Cardinal signs is about making cardinal signs. Being a cardinal sign is very important. Cardinal signs are they're the starters. They start. They're not followers. They start things themselves. Okay, that's why it says be bold and make the first move. Cardinal moon, because full moon in Capricorn. Full moons means closing out of a cycle. We're closing out the cycle of that thought process in Capricorn. Okay, so that's like big energy, little energy. You could also be dealing with a Capricorn. Capricorn is a cardinal sign. The end of a tough cycle approaches. This is the energy of you not even freaking realizing that your cycle was tough until now. Because we start with the time for healing, again, with that purple light, that violet flame I always talk about that I have in my aura. And we end with a tough cycle, the end of a tough cycle approaches. But then believe in the impossible and be bold and make the first move. That's that fear energy. Because it's almost like whatever this tough cycle was, you accepted it as your reality. And now you're being given a chance to really look into what your soul really was meant to have. They want one more. It just fell on the ground. I hate magnets. Yep, look, I just picked it up. Full moon in Cancer. Again, you could be cardinal signs. I said cardinal signs. Cancer, Capricorn, Libra, Aries. Cancer, Capricorn. A personal issue reaches resolution. A time for healing. Something held you back. I gave you my example. They actually want another one. One more. Ooh. Show the world. Oh my. I'm done. I'm going to die. Are you kidding me? Full moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Have you guys realized that anytime I pick this deck, the full moon in Cancer, new moon in Libra, these two cards always come out together. Always. Always. Every time. So again, I'm emphasizing this has a lot to do with love, especially because, again, in the astrology that's written, a new romantic cycle begins because you are being in a space where you're allowed to give and receive love. But you have to believe in the impossible so that you can be bold. Be bold and make the first move and show the world the real you. Now with this new moon in Aquarius energy. Believe in the impossible. This impossible has everything to do with, now we're going into specifics. Could be love. It says new moon in Libra. It could be a Libra. This Libra could be someone that pops up once in a blue moon. Remember, it could be a Libra anywhere in your chart. Right? And that doesn't have to be for everyone. Because it says new moon in Libra. So it could just be, again, the energy of this new moon, or they're just specifying, again, pick up on the signs that it's a Libra. Could be this new romantic cycle literally comes happens once in a blue moon. It's a blue moon. Believe in the impossible. It's kind of like this is whatever it is, this romantic cycle feels impossible to you. Now we're going into little details. You can't make that up. Full moon in Cancer, and look at where it landed, perfectly aligned. A time for healing, balsamic moon, a personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. Cancer, what does Cancer signify? What does Cancer signify? Cancer is about home, family, right? Comfort, security. Cancer is like all, you know, what you want to talk about: dogs, picket fence, having family, like feeling like comfortable, like everything. That's Cancer. That's Cancer energy. Okay. But that's the thing, though. For you to actually be able to tap into that true Cancer energy, you need to embody a Libra energy, which is balance, right? You need to be balanced and embrace who you really are and allow yourself to go with the flow. But if we're talking about specifics, it's very clear that you're being shocked with something that you need to heal, but it's coming into resolution very quickly. Full moon in Cancer. And it's in regards to home, comfort, love, etc. And it has to do with love, especially. There's a big omen about someone in your life that you literally believe that it's impossible. You either believe it's impossible because of physical restrictions. Saturn has a lot to do with that too. Okay. Or you think it's impossible because of it doesn't match your little Capricorn plan, or a lack of self-esteem, whatever. But there's a need to let go of that. There's a need to be bold and make the first move and show the world the real you, not just this person, the world. So this is also, if we're going into specifics, the energy of like maybe somebody connecting with somebody, but because they thought like this would never happen in a million years, they kind of like held their emotions in. They didn't show them who they really were, and they didn't really make first moves to get cardinal, like to get things started. But it had a lot more to do with a need to heal personal issues, not so much the love for this person itself. Do you understand? That's very clear here. But the end of this tough cycle is now. And Capricorns, again, toxicity, things that hold you back, that control. I'm going to put one more because that's not even. One more. I'm not even going to look at it. Don't even. What do you want to say? What do you want to add to that? Wow. Look what's at the bottom, first of all. The twins. The twins. New moon in Gemini. Communication is key. But you see here that there's twins. One person has their eyes closed. The other has their eyes open. And then there's a shadow right here, right? So that's the message of like, you need to learn. This is a big message. The big personal issue could be like lack of communicating. Why do I say that? Because I said everything that they have me share is not an accident. I did share with you that my big lesson, I didn't even, here I am, I have a whole fucking channel about emotions and stuff and whatever. And I didn't even realize that I intellectualized my feelings like my whole life until like right now. Okay, there is a need to have a new way, new moon in Gemini, a new way of communicating, right? But it's a choice. You can choose to keep your eyes closed or choose to keep your eyes open. If you open your eyes, you're looking forward. The end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. Full moon, we started with the full moon in Cancer here, full moon in Libra. And in between that is the new moon in Libra, which is like a newness of balance, going into the full moon in Aquarius because of this energy, after like some kind of a change. But again, I'm going to emphasize, there's heavy, obviously this message is for everyone, but there's heavy Cancer, Libra, Capricorn vibes here, because I said it's a cardinal moon. All three of those are cardinal signs. And Aquarius, because obviously. What does this mean? Be bold and make the first move. Show the world. This is just the same message. Let go of freaking fear. Any way you look at it, you're going to have a win-win outcome. If you allow this tough cycle to end and live according to your personal power. All right, this was enough. I feel like this was actually a lot more intense than I ever anticipated. I'm just gonna pull. Give me one card here. Ooh, sorry, I wasn't ready. Only one. Responsibility. You are aware of the power of your thoughts and the amount of love you express. I kid you not. And I don't know, because I actually gave that example about myself. Right? I was born during Mercury Retrograde, not being able to express love, even though I thought I could, because of going, intellectualizing and going within. If you're like that, and they never have me give my example for a reason, it's time to take responsibility for that. And it's also being aware of the power of your thoughts, meaning that's that Capricorn energy. Everything that controls your mind is devil energy. You don't realize that you're manifesting your life. You're being given a blessing right now. This is like divine intervention. Like, hey, I'm putting it in your face what your soul really wants you to do. But that doesn't happen all the time. That happens once in a blue moon. But if you're going to be like, oh, it's too good to be true, that's your problem. All right, let's pull. I'm going to pull. Sorry. Wasn't ready. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm going to pull. God damn it. It's going to be the first one that comes out. Sweet as a Georgia peach. Kindness, tender care, charm, beauty, flirtation, delicious experience. I'm not even going to make my comment about I'm not even going to touch it. If you're not new to my channel, you know what I'm talking about. Hush up. Silence, discretion, contemplation, equanimity, consideration, and privacy. Kindness, beauty, and flirtation. Next is contemplation, discretion, silence, consideration, and privacy. There's a need for some. And then it says you're aware of the power of your thoughts and the amount of love you express. That's a very big omen to work on how you express yourself. Okay, like quite literally that says shut up and be more kind. Like quite literally, I was trying to like go around it to not sound like an a-hole. But quite literally, that's what it says. And I just spilled this on everything. Oh no. Sorry. Great. I'm going to have to stop this. I have to clean this up in a second. But hold on. I'm not going to let go. Let me just finish this strong. Right? Fuck. Hey, but you know what? That's emotion. What does water signify? Emotions. I'm just going to pull two more like I said. I'm sorry. I'll fix it in a minute. Oh my God. I'm going to pull two more. Literally right there too. Oh my God. The same freaking cards as last time. Hotter than blue blazes. Hotter than blue blazes, it says. And it says, believe in the impossible. Blue moon. I mean, a lot of freaking omens here. Passion, sensuality, amorousness, chemistry, longing, instant crush. Confirms everything we were just talking about. Allow it. Come to Jesus. Truthful communication, integrity. We are quite literally ending with the card that says divine intervention, surrender, and reconciliation. I told you this is completely divinely orchestrated, honey. And I got to go because I got to clean this. And this was long, love, and light.